What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We've made it to the final video of the SCX24 C10 series. I'm really glad to be there. Thanks for sticking along if you watched from the first video. Really appreciate it. So in this video, I'm just going to go through pretty much the whole entire truck and talk about what we did to it, what was worth it, what was bad about it, what would I do differently, what I would do again. Pretty much all my opinions on the build and things to improve on for the next one. So we started off the series with the Axial SCX C10 unboxing, first impressions. So it was here in the garage. The truck was bone stock. I'd waited probably 2 months for it because they were on back order. They're sold out everywhere. Picked it up at my local Hobbytown USA store. Brought it home, unboxed it for you guys, put on the little roll bar, and pretty much messed around in the garage and had a good time. Had a good first run. Definitely was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. So that was a really nice feeling. So the second video in the series was bone stock crawling the SCX24 before the mods. So I wanted to just play with the truck outside before I did any modifications to it, so I could just have somewhat of an idea of how the mods would add to the performance afterwards. So played with it in my backyard for maybe a couple hours. I was really surprised that my backyard had a lot more varied terrain than I thought it would have compared to most people who only have grass and stuff like that. So I got pretty lucky with that and played with it all throughout my backyard and definitely put it to the test. The third video in the series was the SCX24 wheel upgrade, RC beadlocks, and the Rock Crusher tires. So these are RC four-wheel drive wheels and tires. I had somewhat of an idea on how to put the beadlocks together on the truck for these wheels and tires, but I did it incorrectly. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but I didn't clamp the tire in between the wheels. I kind of finessed it on there, and if you look closely, you really can't tell, but I installed the wheels and tires wrong. So I don't know if you noticed, but I later found out the next day after I uploaded the video. I was rewatching it and I realized that I put them on wrong. So yeah, that was a big learning curve. I realize now that I did it incorrectly, and now I can show you in the next video where I have it on the Jeep, which is planned. So I'm gonna do another set of RC four-wheel drive beadlocks, so that'll definitely be improved on from this video. And somehow that video has a really good thumbnail, so it definitely has a lot of views right now compared to most videos. So of course, the video that I don't want to get views gets the most, so how unfortunate. So the fourth video in the series is the shock upgrade to the SCX24. So I'd never really installed a new set of shocks. I kept the old ones and I added grease in them. And so I found this grease on YouTube, and this guy kind of filled the shocks with this grease, and I kind of put it in there and it kind of worked. It was $10. It was a good upgrade. Definitely compared to stock, it definitely showed a difference, but in the next build I definitely want to get a new pair of shocks so I can actually see if they compare. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saving the $10 on the shocks, but next time I want to do something a little bit more than just adding the grease to the shocks. But if you're on a budget, that video definitely is for you. So for the fifth video in the series, I did the SCX24 scale upgrades. So this included the snorkel, the rock sliders, the tool chest, and then the gas can, jerry, whatever you want to call it. And so most of these items, I purchased them on either eBay or Etsy, all through like small business guys doing it in their garage or doing it in their house with their 3D printer. So I really enjoyed supporting small people like that for this video. I honestly had the most fun because this kind of added my personal touch to the truck. This is where I first started kind of making it my own, so it was a pretty enjoyable video. It kind of was, everything was super smooth, installing all the parts, so I definitely enjoyed that. That video also has a really good thumbnail, so if you have seen that video before on the YouTube searches, definitely check mine out. For the sixth video in the series, I did the SCX24 Hot Racing weight upgrades. So weight upgrades included the brass diff covers and the brass hex bolts, I believe. And so I first installed the brass diff covers incorrectly by not installing the bearing in the diff cover on the upgraded Hot Racing one, and I left it in the stock one. I didn't realize it till I was putting on the second one, and I found out that there's this little hole in there for your bearing, which I didn't include, so I had to redo that, of course. Another new mistake, but I'm learning, so I won't make that mistake on the next video. And the hexes on the wheels, I mean, they add weight. Was it really noticeable? Probably not. Will I do that in the next video? Most likely not, but I did it, and I showed you guys how to do it. So the 7th video in the series was the Axial SCX24 C10 versus the JLU SCX24 Jeep. And so if you haven't been following along with the channel, if you haven't subscribed, if you are, you do know that I also got the SCX24 JLU Jeep. So I got this Jeep so when I'm hanging out with my cousins and my brothers, we can all have a little RC car to drive so we can have competitions and stuff like that. And so I got it, and I was just comparing the two trucks and see how they performed. One, the C10 having a little bit of mods, and the Jeep just being bone stock. So that's a cool video if you want to compare the two models or just see them both in action. Definitely check that video out. So the 8th video in this series is upgrading the stock servo to the Emax servo. So adding all this weight to the truck, you kind of want your steering to be a little bit stronger, so I upgraded the servo to the Emax, which has metal parts compared to the plastic parts on the stock servo. So that's definitely an upgrade. Not only with that upgrade, I also installed a 3D printed servo mount that I got off of Etsy. The servo mount worked perfectly fine. It was $12. Would I buy a servo mount in the future? Most likely not. There's an easy mod where you can clip off some plastic parts for the new servo. I was just kind of wary. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I just decided to buy the part. But in the future, I definitely will just make the little clip and do that route and save the $12. For the 9th episode of the series, I decided to install the hot racing steering linkages up front on the truck. I decided to do that because in the previous episode, I installed the Emax servo, and the servo was moving the stock link, and it was kind of flimsy because it's a plastic piece. And I just wanted to have that reassurance with it being upgraded and stronger. I didn't want to do anything weird. I don't want to do something half and not really fall through with the whole entire steering. So that was kind of a last minute video. If I would do a video in the future, it'd probably be both those together now that I know that. But I installed this hot racing steering link. It was what, $11, $12. I say it was worth it. For the 10th episode of the series, I just did some rock crawling at my grandpa's house. He has this really cool big ginormous rock at his house, and it's like the perfect micro crawler course, and I could not resist taking a little truck and just bashing it over there with my grandpa. It was so much fun that day. Me and my grandpa, he's a little bit older, so it was kind of cool to see him playing with the little RC car and being all happy with me. It was a pretty good moment with these little trucks. Kind of did that on my iPhone. It was kind of just in the heat of the moment, so I'm kind of glad I made that video. Definitely go check that out now. It's a super cool video. I want to make more videos like that. I know I make a lot of these mod videos, but I want to get into videos where I actually drive the trucks and just see people's reactions, enjoying them. For the 11th video in the series, I upgraded the headlights and the taillights on the truck. By far, this is the worst video that I made in the series, and the worst upgrade to the truck. I don't know, just getting into it, I just didn't know how to organize my wires or how to drill holes into the body. As you can see back here, the taillights, I mean, you can see them, but they're not the prettiest. So I'm definitely gonna have to redo that in the future. Do it better on the truck. And yeah, I mean, the lights were cheap. They were like 14 bucks together on eBay, so pretty cheap mod if you want some headlights. Definitely adds to the scale of realism, moving the lights from the bumper to the headlights. But definitely gonna have to improve on that technique for the Jeep. For the 12th video in the series, I did the hot racing aluminum links across the board on the bottom of the truck. Before the truck had the plastic links, I mean, they're plastic. I upgraded them to the metal aluminum links, I believe. I mean, have I seen a performance upgrade? Not really. Does it add some weight? Yes. Have I really seen a function or performance upgrade from adding these links? Not really. This mod was probably one of the most expensive ones. It was $33 for these links, which, I mean, these links are quality. But would I spend $33 on these links again for the Jeep? Most likely not. I'm probably going to look into the higher clearance links that people 3D print. Just want to get that height and I tried these ones out. I can say that I did it. I don't know if I really liked them. Would I recommend them? Not too sure. But hope you guys enjoyed that video. I did it. Check it out. So episode 13 in the series was me just crawling the truck in the backyard. This was kind of a video I just wanted to put out because I had been waiting on parts, like everybody else, because of the COVID. Back orders have been pretty crazy, and I just needed I didn't need to upload a video, but I felt the need to upload a video. It'd been a while, been a couple days, maybe 5, 6, 7 days, I don't know. But I just felt the need to upload a video, and I kind of just wanted to get another video where I was just driving the truck, not really working on it. So, I mean, that was a pretty cool video. It was probably the most shortest video in the series, I believe. So yeah, pretty cool video. And so episode 14 in the series was me painting the truck. By far, this is the most personalized video for me, I guess. It kind of shows me on the truck. I started off by painting the top of the cab white, and then I kind of plasti dipped the bed, but it didn't really look too good. So I kind of just had this yellow tannish paint in the cupboard, and I decided just to go for it. So just painted the whole truck. Not really the best job. And I was kind of not rushing, but I really didn't really care about how the paint job came out because I wanted the truck to look like it was weathered. So yeah, definitely can improve on that in the future series for sure. I don't know, let me know. Would you rather see the appearance modified at the start of the series so you know that the truck is identifiable, or would you rather have it at the end of the series? I don't know, just let me know. I've kind of wanted to know that question. So here we are on episode 15 of the series. I've kind of called it there for the build on this truck. The truck was what, 130, and I probably have another, I don't know, maybe like another 150 in parts on the truck. So the truck came up to 280. I've made 15 videos on it. I've learned a lot about YouTube optimization, my YouTube mechanic, RC skills. I've got into a new hobby. I follow a bunch of people on Instagram, so that's pretty cool. There's a Sharky RC meet. I've never been to one of those, but it's on April, I believe 17th or something like that. So I'm definitely gonna go there. Definitely gonna try to get a video for you guys while I'm there. It's kind of cool to get into a new hobby and kind of be like a noob and stuff. So definitely want to immerse myself in that culture. Definitely gonna play with this guy like on my lunch breaks and stuff at work when I'm home. Kind of want to just go outside and be outside for a bit, take a little break. Definitely like this little truck. It's so cool. Freaking love it. I don't know what else. Just pretty fun hobby. I don't get hurt like I do riding BMX, so that's pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, definitely glad I bought the truck. Had so much fun building it up. My only criticism is it's probably a little bit too heavy. I definitely wanted to upgrade the motor, but just coming across one of those motors is really hard right now, the barrage motor, so I'm just gonna have to wait on it. I haven't really seen them in stock anywhere, so that's the one mod I wish I could have done to the truck that I didn't. I'll probably do that eventually. Maybe I'll resurrect the series and make another video about it. What else? My least favorite mod was definitely the lights. My most favorite mod was, it's a tie. It's a close tie between the wheels and tires and the 3D scale accessories. I feel like the wheels and tires are a little bit too small for this truck. Definitely want to go bigger on the Jeep. What else? I don't know. Just, I've had so much fun doing this, really. Kind of crazy. Oh, I mean, the brass diff covers really did make a big difference on the truck too. I don't know. So for the next series, I kind of want to do mods that are different that we haven't seen yet on this truck that we're going to do on the Jeep. So if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe, because I got a whole bin of parts. I mean, I've been planning for this. I have so many parts ready for this little Jeep, and the videos are going to be coming out pretty consistently. I'm going to work on my YouTube producer skills, and yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Definitely had a blast working on the C10. Can't wait for the Jeep. Yeah, peace. Thanks, guys.